Hello, my name is Dana Bellarmine. I'm the author of Raising Happy Hearts and I'm the mother of 6. And today I just wanted to share with you a testimony that came in from my friend. And so she watched the video that I posted last week about the power of our words towards our children. And so she actually put it into practice with her 2-year-old son. And she shared with me an awesome testimony that I just wanted to share with you as well. So my friend would give her son a bath, and then when he'd come out of the bathtub, she would ask him to hang his towel over the rack, and that's what she'd been trying to teach him. But in the past, he would just completely disobey her, and he would just run away. He just would never do it, and she said that he was her really strong-willed child, and he was very difficult to teach. And so after listening to my video last week, she actually started to change the words that she spoke over her son. She used a lot more patience and a lot more encouragement. And so she was teaching him to hang his towel over the rack when he got out of the bath. And so she said it took a little bit of time, but eventually he hung the towel over the rack. And when he did, she just started lavishing him with praise. She was like, "You're such a good boy. That's such a good job." And she was giving him so much praise, and she gave him a hug. And she said that he was so surprised that it just took him by surprise. He actually went and got his older brother's towel and hung that up as well, because he just wanted some more of that attention. And so she just saw this big turnaround in her son. And not only that, the next day, it wasn't a battle. He just went straight away and hung his towel up on the rack because he just wanted that positive attention from his mum. And she confided in me, and she gave me permission to share this, that in the past, she wouldn't have the right tone towards him. She would get frustrated and she would yell at him. And even any negative emotions with things that, we deal with as adults, she would convey that onto her son unintentionally. And so all this together just caused this environment where her son just didn't want to listen to her and he just wanted to run away. And so just making those small changes with just the way that she spoke and the words that she used and the praise that she gave her son just turned this whole situation around. And so I just want to share with you that the same can happen in your family, because you have words that you can use, and you can use them to create death in your family or life in your family, because the Bible says that death and life are in the power of the tongue. So we just need to choose to speak words of life over our kids, just to declare what God says over them and what we desire for them, that they're hard workers, that they're good kids, and start speaking those things over them. They'll believe it about themselves, and then they'll display that in their lives. And so I just wanted to encourage you with that. And I also see that in my children. When my kids, they do a good thing, they especially the younger ones, they look at me and with a big smile on their face, like they're just waiting for that praise, and it just brings them so much joy when I give it to them. But it's also important to pay attention to what they do when you're not asking them to do something, and then they do something that's the right thing. Say, you would like them to take their plate off the table after they finish dinner and put it in the kitchen, and you tell them that every day, and then when they do it, you praise them and you say, "Good job." But then one day you notice that they actually get up and take their plate over there without being asked. And so it's important as parents that we notice these things and then we praise them, because if we notice these things when we don't have to tell them, then they'll remember that, and then they'll want to continue to do things without having to be told. And what I also do in my family, because my children, they really do a really good job around the house, and they really help the older ones especially. But now the younger ones, they see that the older ones get a weekly treat. So every time when we go to the store, I let the older ones pick out a treat, just because my older ones, they cook, they clean, they do the laundry, they help with the little ones. Like they're just learning to do all these things around the house, and they're doing it with a really good attitude. So the next two in line saw that was happening, and they wanted to get in on it. So I see the younger ones, which are 7 and 6, and they're trying to sit up. They get a stool and they sit up and they try to wash the dishes, and they wipe the table, and they clean up, and they try to do things because they also want a weekly treat. And so I give it to them also. And so that's an encouragement for them and an incentive for them to help around the house, and so they're happy and I'm happy, and it's a win-win situation. So I just wanted to encourage you that you can create that culture in your home too, of kind words, of praise, of encouragement, and then your family and your children will really flourish in that environment. And so I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that this video blessed you, and if it did, can you please like and share it so it can be a blessing to someone else? Please follow my page if you haven't already, and subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Thank you.